discuss questions from task 1. Use our grammar structures in the last option. Remember, interesting facts about each other and be ready to present. You have 5 minutes. Ready?
Yeah. Do you argue
Recording in
or do you tend to avoid confrontation?
I am always trying to avoid confrontation because because I don't see the sense make people think the same like me. So I always предпочитаю. I always
Prefer.
prepare?
Prefer.
Prefer, точно. I always prefer stay with my own opinion and don't confrontate with other people like this. And what about you?
I also always I always trying to avoid confrontation because when I was younger, I used to discuss a lot and to stay on my opinion. But then I realized that there is no sense if the person doesn't want to be
change his mind.
Yeah,
maybe.
to change his mind, it's just full of my energy. So I also always avoiding confrontation for now.
Yeah, me too.
And when you argue, who do you usually argue with? What about?
I usually argue with my mom, most of all.
Oh.
Yeah, because we are very different. We are completely different person. No, we are completely different people, and that's why we always have different opinions about all of stuff, and completely different. I mean, opposite, not different, just opposite. Yeah, and that's why she always thinks that we should do like this, or I should do like this, and I say no, I won't do like this. So yeah, but now I don't argue with her so much because we don't live together or something. So yeah, but when we spend time together, yeah, it could be a lot of arguing about like small stuff, even about small things. And what about you?
I have some common with you because
some of their point of view, but it doesn't work for me in that time. Yeah, and sometimes, especially if we discuss my mother, sometimes she can comment how I spent money. For example, when I bought soup in cafe, she asked me why I couldn't cook it, and I was really annoyed.
Yeah, it's I know that. Yeah, my mother is same. So in my from my side, I wish mother of my boyfriend wasn't interrupt in my life and wasn't to give me advices I never asked. So it's pretty
Mhm.
annoying. And also the same with my mother. I wish my mother don't count. I wish my mother wasn't count my money I spent for her, for example, because when she came to me to Canada and we spent the holidays together,
Mhm.
I wanted to show some beautiful places, some restaurants, and some events for her. But she constantly telling me, no, it's too expensive. Better spend money for something else.
Mhm.
And what else? And I wish my boyfriend would spend more time with me instead of his job because I feel alone. And
Mhm.
I wish my sister spend less time and she's mobile.
Mhm. Yeah, I can understand you. Yeah. Um, Also about my mother, what I wanted to say. Oh my God, what I wanted to add, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot everything. Um, oh yeah, sometimes I'm afraid to call her because she could be already sad that I didn't call her.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's like a lottery. And yesterday I tried to do it, and she was in good mood, and I was happy about it. But yeah, because we argued that I always said her, if you want some attention from me, you can call me first. We in a relationship. I haven't to call you all the time by myself first.
Oh, it happens with me and it happens with my mother and my father. My mother always complaining that father didn't call her, and
Mhm.
father say to her, why you didn't call me first? And it's like
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, it's really
on each
annoying.
other. Yes. What else? Mm.
Mhm.
I can. It's pretty annoying for me when I met this person in a cafe, for example. I was chatted with one girl, and we decided to meet each other, and we decided to drink a coffee. And during our conversation, she was um, typing with somebody. She was chatting with somebody. And when I
Mhm.
share about something with her, and I was expecting her reaction, her advice and stuff,
Mhm.
she just chatting with somebody and said, "Oh, sorry, it's sorry. Yes, really important. Sorry." And it's pretty annoying for me because I feel like I'm not important, so that's why I'm
Mhm.
here. Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Yeah, I remember a situation like this, like like in university, in school, I was like that girl that you're describing, but now I'm always trying not to do any, trying not to touch my telephone during.
And so I just wrote a book about my memories and presented it to my father. He had a birthday 2 days ago.
Oh my God, it's
So
great. But did you publish this book?
I announced it in my Instagram, and I sent a copy,
Electronic
ebook.
ebook.
Yeah, I sent a ebook for the donation to the army. So if
Mm.
you want, you can donate and you will get my book.
Oh, it's very interesting. Yeah. But do you plan to publish it like book with pages? I don't know.
Recording in progress.
Welcome back. So, any interesting facts, or do you have anything in common?
Vera and I, we wish our mothers didn't give us suggestions. She weren't asked.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I know how you feel. All
Yeah.
right, girls, Kate and Marina, what about you?
Marina shared with me that she wished her mom would admit more opportunities in her life. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was surprised that Kate wrote a book. Yeah,
Whoa.
it's very nice. She wrote a book, and everyone can buy this book for donation.
Yeah, you should definitely send a link to our chat.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and yeah, it's now electronic version, but it's very beautiful. Also, how
Book
to say it?
cover. Book
Huh?
cover.
Book cover. Yeah.
Okay. Well, blur. Oh, yeah, I saw it on Instagram. Yeah, it was amazing.
It's very nice.
So cute. I think
Wow.
it's one of the best gifts you can ever receive. Would be so honored. So well done. Amazing discussion. Thank you for sharing such a personal information, by the way. But let's improve some of the things.
Wouldn't count my money.
Yeah.
If we want another person to change his behavior in present, what do we use after wish? My mom? And it's an action.
Wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I said this.
Yeah, you already
Yeah.
said it. You didn't hear maybe.
Vera, do you think only your mom counts your money?
No,
No,
no.
she said wouldn't.
Ah, sorry, I
Wouldn't.
didn't hear that. Sorry,
Yeah.
I heard don't.
Yeah,
Right. Okay, next one.
Also good.
yeah.
Mhm, that's right. And be careful.
On.
Mhm.
Ah,
Is.
Is always.
Is
Mhm. Great. What's missing?
she wishes.
Yep. Excellent. And now, ooh, we had some nice phrases here. Maybe you remember.
Avoid
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 confrontation.
confrontation.
Aha, and
Make no sense.
Sense.
great. Or
There is no point.
mhm. And now let's start our new class. So take a look at the pictures and think about what are we going to talk about today.
Some Chinese party,
Okay.
wedding, giving a birth, and on numerology.
Mm-hmm.
Astrology.
Yeah. So any topic in your mind?
Maybe
Important events. No?
Kind of. Yeah, our unit is all about important events. And today we're going to talk about ceremonies and rites. So rites, it means some traditions or some rituals.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. Today we're going to have a lot of speaking with you. So take a look at those questions and think about your examples from your life. anniversary. What kind of day is it?
Date
Вечеринка.
of wedding.
But it can be not only about wedding, it can be about anything. For example, when you met, or wedding, or some other important event. You have 5 minutes to discuss in pairs and remember interesting facts.
Recording in progress.
Так. О, Надя.
Okay, hi.
Надя. А,
So, do you have some buddies who had a baby recently?
Actually, not recently, like, but 3 years ago.
Mm, um, I have nobody who has a baby, because all of friend of mine's just have new relationships, or they just living it together, but no babies and no weddings. So I don't have much for discussion.
Yeah, me too. But I know, for example, I see a lot of gender party in the Instagram, and it could be right around here. And
Oh yeah.
I like this tradition because even if I don't know these people, but when I watch the video, when they like cut the cake and they will see it will be girl or boy, it feels like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I will have this tradition too. I think it's very exciting and good reason for party.
Yeah, yeah.
And you remind me one situation. I follow one girl, and she's pregnant, and she had a gender party, and they was riding a car, and using like colorful holy colors, for example, and they turn on that holy color, and it was blue, and they said, oh, it's a boy, it's fine, and they bought a lot of boy clothes, but in a few months she posted a video that it's not a boy, it's a girl, and they should throw away that girl's clothes, or that boy clothes. Okay, so I think it was some type of mistake, and they mix it up the gender, and they should celebrate the second party. Yeah, I think.
But no, it's interesting. The first time hear that it could be like this.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So this ceremony in the films I watched that group of women visiting some type of event where women visited a pregnant woman, and they asked some different questions, sharing a gift with the pregnant woman, and stuff. Yeah, it's like just like discussion, giving a gift, eating, something about it.
It's interesting. And no, okay, in our country, also kind of right is when you when a woman with a baby go out from birth house, роддом.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and No, there is a small ceremony. No, it's not ceremony, but tradition to meet woman and baby with different balloons, cakes, and something like this. Or maybe beautiful car and animation, or yeah,
Mhm.
depends who make it. But yeah,
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know. I don't remember how it happens with when my mother gave a birth to my sister, but I think it was like father just bring flowers and that's it. It's not,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah, it depends. I think it's it depends. And your sister is not first child, so
Yeah,
maybe
she's the second, yeah.
yeah, but because when your first child, no, it's
It's
oh
very important, yeah.
yeah, but when it's your second, it's you used to have a child, so it's
Maybe.
surprising.
Okay. You're in Spain?
Yeah,
Yeah, and when people come off the age in Spain, in which age?
come off. It's like 18, 18 in Ukraine, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Okay.
No, I mean,
Um,
come off, it's, no, совершеннолетие?
yeah. Adults.
Okay.
It's not about age, it's about when other people that they think they are adults.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, in Spain, compare with Ukraine, for example, it's became very it's become very older because here is normal to live with your family even when you are 35 and you are 40 years if you are a man, and people here decide that it's better to live with your parents and, for example, like save money and then don't spend additional money for the rent house. It doesn't make sense, they decide. So yeah, and also they don't want to make family so early, and it's normal for them to have kids also after 35, no, first kid, I mean. So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, when I lived in Poland and when I'm living in Canada, I think people here can feel themselves adult maybe after 25 or near 30.
Unfortunately, I'm running nearly 30.
Yeah, in
I
that age,
wish I have a baby in my 30s.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Because in 23 I had a baby, but my baby is my dog. So yeah, it's just a joke, but and I wasn't ready.
Yeah, me neither. I also had a dog 1 year ago, so I have 1 year old child.
Oh, yeah.
What might people do to mark the event? Are there any other special ages which people celebrate? Oh,
Oh, I don't know how it's called when you like 30, 20, 50
I don't.
Milestone.
milestone. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's like a nice number.
It's like a new decade for you.
And also there is a right to not to celebrate 40th birthday because it is said that
Mm-hmm.
it's like something bad tradition, bad right. So a lot of
And
people in Ukraine
especially
don't.
for men, I heard, or for women too.
I don't know. I am not 40 years old yet, so I
And
just
what do
heard.
you think about this right?
I think that people do have what they think.
Believe.
So if
Yeah.
you think that you will celebrate your 40th birthday and this year would be bad for you, so it would be. But if you just celebrate it as usual because it's your birthday, you want to gather your friends, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
and you?
I think I also agree with you. You should do whatever you believe because yeah, the same as you said. What might people do to mark the event? They do parties, I think. They invite friends or family or all together. Yeah, have a nice time. Or maybe somebody go to their dream country and yeah, make their dreams come true.
Yeah, and also I think there is such a right to, for example, my parents gave me a golden ring for my 16th birthday,
Yes.
and I can't already wear it, but I have it, and it's like a reliquary
Mm,
for future. So
yeah.
some remarkable presents that you can spread through years for your children.
I think it's really nice. Unfortunately, I think I don't have anything like this, but maybe on my 30th birthday, maybe I do
You
something.
can start this tradition
Yeah,
from you.
yeah, it's really nice. I even didn't think about it, but you give me a new thoughts. So yeah,
And
but
also, I'm going to become хрещеную, не знаю, як це
godmother, like godfather,
godmother.
godmother.
Yeah, godmother in summer, and I'm going to present to my godson a spoon. It's silver spoon with his name and the date, because the spoon like this has my mother, which she got from her godmother, and
Wow.
it already has nearly 80 years? No, not 90. My mother is 67, so 65 years. And she has this spoon and she have the memories about this.
Nice, it's really great idea. Also, my mother the same age like yours. Nice. Wow. Cool. So in your
Uh,
family there are a lot of traditions.
yeah, it's my mother do it. I appreciate her so much for this because it's a lot of memories. We live in
Mhm.
They made a wedding in very small restaurant. It was like pub, you know.
Mhm.
There wasn't any place, any free place in that room. Only big table, and that's all. You cannot even like stand up and just stand. But because of this, they invited only closest people, only like closest people who came to the wedding, and it was very mm, fa- mm, s- family. It feels like cozy family,
Mhm.
fun. Because it was there wasn't a lot of space. People doesn't go everywhere, you know, doesn't go smoke and somewhere else. They just sit in the one room, and that's why always it was feels like it's very funny. A lot of and people communicated. And it was without even event host or some preparing stuff, but there were every tradition, you know, because people, when people drink a bit,
Mhm.
they started like, oh my God, let's do this. Let's earn money for the girls.
Yeah,
Let's,
ideas comes by
yeah,
his
yeah.
own.
Yeah. They even steal their невеста, bride. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
They even stole the bride, so yeah, because and I understand if they did big wedding as they planned in the expensive restaurant, it wasn't like this. It wouldn't be so по-семейному.
So chill, yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
feel,
it
uh,
was.
relax. Yeah,
And what about
I remember only one story. I think I was only maybe on one or two weddings, but I remember only one when I was 4, 5, or 6 age. It was wedding of my aunt, and I remember only a few things. I remember when groom wanted to. I remember groom pay money for me to buy a bride, and he don't pay money for me. He gave money his parents, but for me he gave me a lot of candies. And when he gave me candies, I was crying because I was terrified by this groom. He was so mm, I was scared by him. I don't know why, but he was without hair, and maybe I was afraid about that. I don't remember really. And second one, I remember I tried to um, I tried to grab a wedding bouquet, but unfortunately, that bouquet was grabbed by another woman in the end of the ceremony. And also, I was upset that I didn't get the bouquet. And also, I remember ceremony provider, ceremony speaker. Yeah, he asked me stand up on a chair and share some вірш, some lyrics, for example, some lyrics.
Poem.
A poem. Okay, yeah, some poem. And he poem for candy. Yes, and I don't remember much. I think that's it. What I know. Yeah.
Interesting introduction.
Yeah. It's. I don't remember much. Sorry.
So, Nadia, when you are going to have a wedding, would you like to have a wedding host with those crazy rites?
Yeah, I think it will be quite interesting because it's difficult to me imagine some games but so I would like to have a provider. I mean, host.
Wedding
Yeah.
host.
Wedding host. Yeah, I think wedding host can give more can make more relaxed atmosphere, some games, fun. So I think it's a good.
That's true. That's true. So, girls, I've heard so many interesting stories that I even tried to be in 2 breakout rooms at the same time to listen to all of them, but it was quite difficult. So please share any interesting stories from your partners.
We are all together right now. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
With Kate, we discussed the most odd wedding rite when a husband has to drink from his mother-in-law's shoes.
Oh.
It's so terrible. Yeah.
I already forgot about it.
Or wash or wash mother's legs. Yeah.
That's fine. At least it would be clean. But I remember actually someone had to drink from bride's shoe, not from mother-in-law, from bride's shoe, because it was beautiful. Okay, anything else?
I just remembered that there is tradition on wedding when
Groom.
groom, yeah, groom, точно. Groom should wash
Yeah.
mother-in-law legs
Uh-huh.
with krapiva.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
About this tradition?
No.
God.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I remember that I was very young. No, maybe I had 5 years old. I was 5 years old. So yeah, maybe it's very old tradition, but I remember something like this.
Nettles. But I think if you put the boiled hot water, mix it with nettles, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Great. Well done. I've heard some interesting vocabulary from you. So, what do we call a person who organizes all games during the wedding?
Event host.
Host, wedding host. And what do we call an important thing that grandmother gives to her to her daughter, and then daughter to her daughter?
Reliquia?
Yeah, but in English, what if we have a king and then he has sons? They are his, this fancy word, as.
Приданое.
As наслідники. So, Old English is super different from the modern one. So in Old English, a thing, it called loom. Loom. So an important thing that you give to your children to children, we call heirloom. A family heirloom. Like that.
Heirloom.
Сімейна реліквія наслідник, лум з староанглійської річ, тобто річ наслідник. Let's check it in the movies.
It's a little gold medal, a family heirloom. You lost it.
Family heirloom. Funny story, actually.
So much so that he surprised her by giving her a family heirloom.
And that table is a family heirloom, which means watch your glasses.
We are trying to deliver a very special family heirloom that was lost in transit.
So heirloom, is it something expensive or it shouldn't be? It can be, but
It shouldn't.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
So what are examples of family heirlooms? What can it be?
Ring.
Painting.
Toys.
Wedding dress.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I have so many. One of my family heirloom, it's my father's teddy bear. Think it's already 50 years old and it looks great. And my mom, she also has her family heirloom of the toy as a dog. And actually, Kate told us about her family heirloom. It was a spoon. And I think your parents gave you a ring, gold ring, when you turned 18. When I turned 16, my grandmothers presented me a gold necklace as a family heirloom. No, not as a future family heirloom. But it wasn't that romantic because it was super thick, you know? like from a priest.
But it's gold?
Yeah, it was gold, but it was so, like brutal, like for a bold guy with a
What did you do with it?
I wanted to sell it,
Uh-huh.
obviously, but my mom didn't let me do it because it's a family heirloom. So I have no idea where is it. I think my our grandmother also, when she was a kid, she used to live in the village and she found a coin, super old coin in her garden. I suppose from maybe 18th century, 19th century. So she gave it to me as well when I turned 17 or 18, and my mom didn't let me keep it. She told me, I'll keep it. I know you'll sell it. And I was like, oh, I want that. I love it. It's so cool.
So now you have bad reputation in
Yeah.
Russia. Your mother, yeah.
She doesn't
I would better sell it.
Hmm?
I don't understand why. I would better sell it, but I don't understand why we should keep that 8th century monet
Because
coin. Yeah.
probably the price will rise, not like Bitcoin. I was checking prices lately and it was rising and it was shrinking and then, no, it was rising and then it shrank. And I'm like, oh no. So maybe old coins, they will be more valuable in the future. So let's summarize what do you think was today's class aim?
Right.
Yeah. But was it speaking, vocabulary, grammar, writing, listening, or speaking? Yeah.
Speaking.
How do you feel about speaking class? What do you think?
We should do it more.
Mm.
Yeah,
I feel
I
not
like it.
enough words
Mm.
about some customs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How can you improve that situation? What can you do?
We can read a few
Learn.
texts about rites
Mhm.
and ceremonies.
That's true. So, do you want to have listening in the class next time, or you prefer to listen it at home?
We can at home.
Your homework will be to listen to some rites in other countries. If you feel okay about listening about funerals, then you listen to all three speakers. If you don't want to listen about funerals, you don't listen to the speaker three. So it's up to you. I covered. And
What is it, funeral?
when someone's die, you go to the funeral.
Oh, okay.
Traditions about it.
Okay.
And you read more about interesting rites and ceremonies, about those milestones, and be ready to present. I also prepared some vocabulary from the listening that you can find useful.
Mm-hmm.
What questions do you have?
No questions.
Excellent. I really love this speaking class as well. Thank you for sharing personal stories and enjoy your weekends, and I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.